What's good, YouTube? It's your boy CHReacts TV. We're back with another reaction today, and today we're going to be reacting to rap's most embarrassing freestyles. I'm looking forward to this one today. I've seen a lot of videos of some terrible, bad freestyles. So I'm interested to see what they got for us today. See which type of freestyles are good, which type of freestyles are bad. If you're new to the channel, all my reactions are live, all my reactions are real. We watch this together. So without further ado, let's get into it, man.
Culture. But as it morphed from the days where MCs were trading bars for fun, it became a highly pressurized scenario. Suddenly, every battle was recorded, while the radio freestyle became a proving ground for artists to let the world know that they were a rapper on the rise. Of course, not everyone sees it as a show of prowess. Some MCs have made a mockery of the whole thing.
I'ma hit it and it's back when I see you. Fuji water. I'ma go and so my daughter. You don't believe me?
Tyler the Creator is trash. Let's get that out of the way. Tyler the Creator is nax. Tyler the Creator cannot rap. Tyler the Creator does not make good music. If you ever get in my car and say, play that new Tyler the Creator, I will not listen to you. This guy is dead food.
Real
it's not good.
On the track, come through with the sandwich.
Others, such as Vince Staples, point blank refused to do so, seeing it as a way to basically dehumanize rappers.
I think the chubby cut on like 8 beats. I'm like, why am I rapping still? Cause like I'm looking at this nigga Corey like we f***ing songs up now. I don't got nothing else. I ain't finna sing the freestyle. This got me rapping, cause I'm not finna be sitting there rapping for no white man for no hour, man. That's the auction block.
But for others who participate in this rite of passage, there are times where they either have a really off day or simply realize that it's an ability that isn't in their skill set, leaving some probably wishing that they had taken a leaf out of Vince's book. It's your boy Luesta, and these are hip-hop's biggest freestyle fails. And when it comes to rappers floundering in front of a live mic, it doesn't get much worse than Smoke Perp. One artist whose relevance...
He fell off, man. He fell off hard, man. 2016, him, Lil Pump. Yeah, they fell off. This is a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Brought him to the attention of Travis Scott's Cactus Jack Records, Smoke Perp was really on a roll for a few years. Capable both in the booth and as a producer for other artists, including frequent collaborator Lil Pump, Perp seemed to have it all going for him. But when he made a fateful trip to Tim Westwood's Capital Extra show in the UK, he was about to get exposed as someone who really couldn't go off the dome. In a video ironically titled 40 Minutes of Fire, Perp did everything possible to lose any credibility as a real MC. And not only that, he made a succession of borderline disturbing noises in between his lackluster bars.
I see and it's afraid to let go. Give me my perkies, boy, don't you let go. I know they say it's toxic and deceiving, but I know it can change. But I know that it can change. If you give me one more chance, but I know that it can change. I need another chance.
See Tim in the back. He's filming it, bro.
But I know that it can
He backs out his phone. He knows it's dead. He's taking the piss out of him. But Smoke Perp, no one ever listened to Smoke Perp for his real rapping ability. That's what I'm saying. So this shouldn't come as a surprise. If you ever listen to Smoke Perp, you were just listening to him on some troll like 2016, 2017. Him, Lil Pump, 6ix9ine. We was never listening to those guys for their rapping ability. We was listening to them because they were so trash that they were so good at the same time. If it makes sense. They were so trash, but they were so good. That's why you listen to them. You wasn't listening to Smoke Perp because he could rap. He's trash.
At one point, Perp ran out of words to rhyme and just started mumbling, literally. But nothing gets worse than the part where he called himself a boner.
I'm a motherfucking boner. I got a motherfucking boner. Yeah, my effing from the bus, I got a boner.
Switching from beat to beat, Smoke seemed to be under the impression that he was killing it, which he expressed on an IG Live after the fact.
In the moonlight, in the spotlight, I don't really want limelight. Niggas put me in the limelight. Niggas put me in the limelight. You can move me in the limelight.
But the reality
I'm glad we've left this type of music in 2016 though. I never want to hear Smoke Perp's music another day in my entire life. He's one of the worst rappers I've heard in my entire life. He's one of the worst rappers alive.
was that he was really flopping hard. And in turn, this has become such an infamous video that it serves as a reminder to some people that it could always be worse. I honestly come to this whenever I'm having a bad day. Then, his stupid lyrics get stuck in my head and make me smile at random points later. Thank you for this. If you've watched any of my other videos which featured the Florida rapper, you'll know that he isn't exactly adept at accepting criticism. And this time, he claimed that the fact that he was going over sacred beats from XXXTentacion was the real problem, rather than any lyrical deficits he had.
I also gotta realize, even the only ex made me freestyle on sad too. You know what I'm saying? I did not want to do that. I feel like I did not have the right to freestyle on Sad and Moonlight.
In Smoke Perp's case, you see a prime example of someone thinking they've got it on lock when nothing could be further from the truth.
Facts.
And unfortunately, this is something that happens to rappers from time to time. Just take a look at Iggy Azalea's offensive appearance on Sway in the Morning. By now, you have to be a really big Iggy stan to not accept that freestyling really isn't the Australian MC's
I've seen her
forte.
freestyle,
But
she was
beyond
going
that,
Here it is. No, her freestyle, she was saying all types of gibberish, speaking another language, backwards slang and all sorts. It was mad.
historically bad 16 she delivered at Splash Festival, which felt like she was speaking in the
Trying to
language of
understand what
creatures
she's
from
saying, I
Saturn.
challenge you.
There are other times where she's really embarrassed herself. Take her appearance on the legendary Sway Calloway's show, where appropriation of the culture went way too far.
Give me a beat, Wonder.
Oh, a beat?
Give us a hot 16 if you can.
I cannot give you a hot 16 to this hood ass beat.
You don't like that one?
No.
You know,
The
I'll
beats.
find you a beat. You want to do it a cappella?
Yeah, if you want me to tell you.
Let's go
some-
again. Let's go a cappella. Let's go.
I'm about to tell you a little story
Okay, good. I like that.
about a guy I was dating.
Oh, shit. We wouldn't know
Wanna
him,
hear
would we?
No, you wouldn't know. Of course not. You don't know
Okay.
anyone I date, boy.
Okay. Well, damn, I like this.
I'm very private.
Despite claiming she couldn't rap over such a hood-ass beat, Iggy then proceeded to deliver her raps like she was in the trap houses of Atlanta her entire
Yeah, I want to
life.
hear this now.
He got a house on the hill, sits in the valley. Said he trying to move on with life, but he still want to be a good daddy. So I sit in a ride cause I don't want us overlapping. She spending money on Mac, that's cute. I get checks from them in Paris. Better check my tax bracket. What you think was gonna happen? Nagging, now he's leaving, and y'all broke up like madmen. These exes excessively hating on the next bitch. She no housewife, just desperate. I know you trying to let go, but it
What is she saying though? Like, I'm trying to understand what she's saying. I can't understand her what she's saying. She's speaking all types of gibberish and back slang. I can't understand what she's saying. What is she saying? She's speaking broken English. Give a go for never go Chivikish. I don't know what she's saying.
accepted cause the whole world is watching and the paparazzi is flocking and we fly shit when we drop in and we shut down your party.
don't
The
know
end
why he's
result was a
nodding his head as
disgusted
well, like, this
audience
is-
who were
this is
already
hard,
wary
bro.
of her deciding that she was a plague upon the culture. The fact that she tried to have a black scent her entire career was disgusting. She's not American. Using the term hood-ass beat and calling Sway boy, this ruined how I looked at T.I. Like, why the f would you take an Australian immigrant and allow her to embarrass the entire genre of rap? And with incidents like that, it's really no surprise that
I can't
hip-hop
lie, I think people nowadays are too sensitive, man. I think people nowadays are too sensitive. They let little stuff like this annoy them. See, when she said hood ass beat, that didn't even affect me. I felt no type of way when she said that. I just didn't care. People just get rattled at everything nowadays.
collectively
It's
turned its
crazy.
back on her over time. But while what the fancy rapper did
I don't
was
think it was that
genuinely
deep.
uncomfortable to have to endure, other rappers' freestyle flops are just hilarious. At the beginning of his career, Drake was known for fusing his witty bars and clever hooks. At every opportunity, he
Why am I seeing Drake? Why am I seeing Drake on this? Now, let me just tell you, lot, for free. Drake is my favorite rapper of all time. I think Drake is the greatest to ever do it. I think Drake is the GOAT. Obviously, he had the beef with Kendrick. Kendrick won the beef, but you cannot. Drake will never fall off. It's Drake. Do you know what I mean? It's Drake. And to be fair, Kendrick only won the beef because I think just more people like he performed at the Super Bowl in it, so technically he won it, but the songs were trash. The songs were trash. Not Like Us is not a good song. I don't care what nobody says. It's overplayed. It had its moment. It's done. It's done. But I'm saying anyways, I don't know why Drake's on this. I've heard Drake freestyle. He did a recent one like a couple weeks ago. Drake can freestyle, so I want to see this
determined
now.
to show that when he put his mind to it, he could embody the essence of a classic MC. And right around the time his debut album So Far Gone was making waves, he got the chance to prove himself at one of hip-hop's most legendary freestyle platforms, the Funk Flex Show. Hopping into the booth without hesitation, Drake was initially flowing with exuberance, even if the BlackBerry in his hand took the freestyle aspect out of the equation.
And if your man get the stuntin', we'll buy him out. Cause we be living what these other rappers lying about. Drizzy Drake, what? Funk Flex, hot 9-7, I'm so gone.
And over time, it became clear that he was over-reliant on it as he gradually ran out of lyrics, and did the utmost to cover it up. But all of his monologuing into the mic couldn't fix the problem.
That's how you feel tonight, Flex?
Yeah, look. Hey, look at Priya's face. Look at his face. He's scrambling, man. I mean, he had to hit the. Look. Shut. Look at the face. Look at the face. Look at the face. Yeah. Oh, I ain't seen this before. Jake's scrambling, man. Look at him. I want to see what he says
Hold
now.
up. So you called me off.
Yeah, he cooked. But everybody knows Drake's had a ghostwriter in it. Like, the guy never writes his own songs. I mean, he might write his own songs, I don't know, but I think Drake's had a ghostwriter pretty much his whole career. Still the GOAT though.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get this. Hold on. Can we come back? Can we do it? Can we come back? Yeah. Nice. Hold on. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. So crazy. I promise I'm gonna get him. I promise. I can't give him everything, Flex. Like, no, you can't. I can't give him everything because, you know, like, you gotta understand, this is my first. You want me to do it again? You want me to give it? This is my first, like, real time on the radio.
Bear in mind, this is long before Drizzy was ever exposed by Meek Mill for the whole Quentin Miller scenario. So what was funny even...
Meek Mill as well. Meek Mill is in my top 3 favorite rappers of all time. When it comes to the pen and paper, you can't talk to Meek Mill. I don't care what allegations he has. I don't care what people are saying about Meek Mill and Diddy and all this. When it comes to the pen and paper, Meek Mill is top 3.
It's my first, like, real time on the radio.
Meek Mill.
Bear in mind, this is long before Drizzy was ever exposed by Meek Mill.
Stop comparing Drake to me. He don't write his own raps. That's why he ain't tweet my album, because we found out.
For the whole Quentin Miller scenario. So what was funny even back then has aged even more hilariously. When you text your ghostwriters and they don't reply. In Drake's case, running out of bars that were already being recited from a phone produced a real blotch on his record for hip-hop heads that wanted to see if he could really spit. However, this certainly isn't the only way to embarrass yourself. Because in the case of LA legend, The Game, the problem wasn't running out of bars, but recycling the same ones over and over again.
I've seen this one.
Renowned for his unique name-dropping style and evident ability with the pen, The Game is arguably underrated as an MC due to the antics that overshadow his true work on the mic. But this isn't limited purely to his countless ridiculous beefs and drinking fake bottles of liquor on stage. For a while, The Game seemed to forget that the internet never forgets. Every time he was asked to freestyle, the Compton MC would repeat the same bars, word for word, regardless of the setting, all while putting on a show like he was coming up with them on the spot.
Black Wall Street, the building, Cosmic Cat, Philly, what up? Look, red rose, white ceiling. No body, no casket, just blood spilling. I ain't a dead president, but I love millions. They like game where you been, shit, blood chilling.
Put this shit on YouTube, World Star, wherever the fuck niggas be putting shit. Check it out. Red rose, white ceiling. No body, no casket, just blood spilling. I ain't the dead president, but I love millions. They like game where you been, shit, blood chilling. Red rose, white ceiling.
That's free.
No body, no casket.
Uno, dos, tres.
Understandably, this got him majorly clowned, and it has become
But that's not really embarrassing though. Maybe it's just his like, I don't know how to explain it. When you have a favorite bar, you just have a favorite bar in it. I don't think that's that embarrassing. If he's saying the same freestyle over and over again, then it's a different story. You're repeating the same freestyle and it's not really a freestyle. But if you're repeating the same opening line for your freestyle, but you're saying something different afterwards, that's not that deep. I don't agree with this. I think that's a drag.
Lasting memes surrounding him.
Stretch.
Hey game, how have you been? Red rose, white ceiling. But like many rappers who
because isn't it? He's got a red rose, white ceiling. Trying to sound American. Red rose, white ceiling. He has a red rose, white ceiling. If he wants to say that as his opening bar, I don't think that's that deep. He's not saying the same freestyle over and over again. I think that's a stretch.
Take an L. Game came up with an excuse, insisting that he didn't care.
Really long song that Cool and Dre had produced. It was just a point in hip hop where I was just going around and I didn't really give. Like every time somebody asked me to freestyle, as I always do, I just say the one that on my head and just sticks. And that one was so dope to me. I just kept saying it and saying it and saying it. I can do whatever I want to do. Like I can freestyle or I don't have to freestyle. At that time, I wasn't even that passionate about like rap or music, and like I was just chilling. I love it, man. But I mean, that guy has a YouTube channel. He wants viewers. He wants clicks. Why not use me? I'm the biggest rapper in the world.
Are you the biggest rapper?
Okay. I was with you, but why did you have to say that? Like, a lot of people are very delusional. I've noticed a lot of rappers, a lot of musicians, a lot of famous people are very delusional because you are not the biggest rapper in the world. Nobody listens to the game in 2025. Nobody listens to the game in 2025. I'm going to be honest. No one says, hey, yo, you get in a car. No one says, yo, bro, slap on the game. No one said that a day in their life. If you're watching this video right now, when's the last time you played the game? Like, you've played a game song. So to say you're the biggest rapper in the world, you're chatting rubbish. Maybe back in like 2011, 2009, 2012, 2013, you might have been a bit more popping back then. But even back then, the only time you'd hear about the game is when he was featuring on songs with like Drake or Big Sean or Meek Mill or something. No one was really listening to the game for himself unless you're from like LA or something. So don't come on here saying you're the biggest rapper in the world. You're not the biggest rapper in the world.
Yeah.
Considering how wealthy he already was at that point, maybe Game truly didn't feel like devoting time to producing new bars. But what really hurts is when you see a rapper give their all to a verse, only for someone to belittle it. And when it comes to radio hosts, the master of destroying an MC's self-worth
Charlemagne is a menace, man.
Is undoubtedly Charlemagne the God. Whenever you come to the Breakfast Club and decide to spit bars, you already know that you've got a tough crowd awaiting you. But one man who found out just how savage they could be firsthand was Safari. Towards the conclusion of an interview, he decided it was time to further promote his upcoming project by delivering some bars, only for Charlemagne to make it clear that he felt they were horrible.
I'm feeling lyrical and biblical, sitting up on my pedestal. No matter how you see it, I'm the pinnacle. It's pitiful, you an imbecile. If you try to make it physical, you end up critical. Think it's subliminal, nigga, you not no criminal. Stereotypical, don't see me, I'm invisible. Okay, I'm switching up the pattern, stamina spasm, combative, I'm a really flatten.
Rapping fast doesn't mean the song's good, by the way. Rapping fast doesn't mean your freestyle is cold. Rapping fast doesn't mean your freestyle is hard. Rapping fast does not mean your freestyle is good. Because what is he talking about? I heard the word imbecile.
An assassin, got God on my side, Christ with a passion, a bunch of mad ex, fatal attraction, feeding y'all. That's a distraction. Rip it on any beat. That's an adaptation. I'm running.
He sounds like me trying to freestyle when I was in school. You know when you're saying random shit, you're just saying the most random shit possible and thinking that's cold. That's how he sounds.
Out of breath, I'm bringing it back in. Need my money up front, don't deal with it back in. Your pockets on a diet. I'm calling you Atkins.
Look at the black spray on the hairline, man. The spray is mad. I can see the gaps there. He is a spray warrior as well. So a spray warrior and he can't freestyle.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
You love saying that. We don't rap the same.
You go
the same flow. You know what? I can't with y'all. You know
Among the most brutal put-downs in Breakfast Club history, Charlemagne took Safari's sense of self and dragged it through the mud to the point that people are still terrified by it to this day. When you rehearse that freestyle for countless hours with dedication and passion, only to hear, nah, that ain't it, y'all. I ain't never seen a man so disappointed in another man before. But where everyone felt a little sorry for Safari,
That's why I like Charlamagne.
There are
though.
other
He tells
times
the
where
truth.
Charlamagne eviscerated an artist to the glee of those listening. One incident like this came back when a young MGK appeared on the show. As cocky and brash as ever, MGK spent much of the interview gassing himself up.
Did you watch the Rucker Park freestyle? I was on the basketball hoop at Rucker Park.
I haven't checked for any of your music, sir.
I'm trying to tell you.
I like Wild Boys.
I'm telling you, like, look, watch that. That's a legendary night at the Rucker Park. Like, I went there in Harlem with me and 3 of my Cleveland friends and took it over, shut down the entire basketball court, stood on top of the hoop in front of the projects, and made everyone shut the f up.
Noting that Charlamagne was unimpressed by all the bragging, he felt that a freestyle would be the ticket to garner his approval.
Motherfuckers calling my team Scarface, pushing that white boy like Tony, from the blocks to the island like Coney. Peep out, it's your bony young brother, came from nothing but a couple of pennies to a couple of millies. Now can you feel me? Yes, just that. Real biatch, Carol's
Dead.
biatch, taught to never snitch in 6th grade. I wouldn't even show and tell. Biatch, I'm from the city where men is made. I had a daughter, now I'm trying to father a junior like it's 11th grade. Haters look in my garage like where the whip at. Haters looking around like where my click at. Right over there, making sure my pockets avoiding the dispatch. Only thing that they moving is where my lips at. Cause all that chit chat with me, nada. I'd rather stuff my pockets with these dollars till the Fetty make it burst like pinatas.
But with MGK pleading his case before Charlamagne even got the chance to say anything, he then wouldn't accept that it didn't entice the radio host the way he envisioned.
I don't see like how you can like listen to that and not like be like, that's
delusion.
It doesn't move me, man. Like
that's.
Alright, stop it.
It doesn't move me.
Let him listen to the album.
This is why I like Charlamagne, man. He says what we're thinking.
Nah, man, I'm not trying to hear that.
You're better than Yellow Wolf.
Nah, I'm not trying to hear that. You can't like.
I saw potential in Machine Gun Kelly early on, so
I'm just not.
a lot
I'm not satisfied with that.
You have to realize, though, everybody's just not gonna be into it. Like that's just like.
No, but I understand that, but I'm not letting you not be into it. Like there's this just not gonna work.
That's dope. You gotta. That's what you should want to do. Make people believe.
For someone with an ego like MGK, that must have been a tough blow. But Charlamagne doesn't care who you are. In certain instances, he's
dead,
even
man.
taken people who only rap for a hobby down a peg or two. Here, we have his showdown with Lakeith Stanfield. While visiting the Breakfast Club to promote his latest film, Lakeith took it upon himself to spit some bars.
This guy used to rap. I've seen him in all the films. I've never seen him rapping though. I've seen him in that film Get Out. He was with the white lady. He's the one that got kidnapped. I didn't know he could rap though.
The only problem is Charlamagne really wasn't on board with them, and let that be known.
Mine's an isotropically balanced cipher. Suck on my siphon. Longer than white men. Sound bites to your ink is how you turn into Tyson. Burning the mic, she's like a virgin that make tracks drip something burgundy like. Bills looking right cause I don't break them, I make laws and burn down courthouses high off of baseball.
Stuttering.
Sliding in safe. This rig
it's
raw
done,
and
man.
infinite like my 96.
Some people just need
Eminem
to
and
know the
8
music
balls.
thing ain't for them, man. See, pause. What are you talking about? Yeah, pause. Literally, listen, the music thing isn't for everyone. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the music thing is not for everybody. Not everybody needs to be a rapper in life. Not everybody needs to be a singer in life. Not everybody needs to be a musician in life. You need to have the charisma, you need to have the voice, and you need to actually know how to rap. A lot of men don't know how to rap and they think they can rap.
all right.
That's it.
What you want more?
You not impressed?
Nah.
You spit some.
I don't rap.
But rather than take it on the chin, this sparked a beef between them, which went on for a while. Eventually, it progressed to the point where Lakeith waved a gun in a video while pointing it to an image of Charlamagne.
You gon' think you lit it until you see that 4-5. Them set up pose in your section, do that shit for 4,000. DB blood steady spinning blocks, he jamming out the Zopan.
In response, Charlamagne claimed that he was in no way concerned for his own safety, yet wondered what was going on with Stanfield for him to jeopardize his career like that.
I was concerned for him. That's truthfully, I was concerned for him because I was like, what is this brother dealing with mentally and emotionally that he thought that was okay? And you're right, like for somebody like him who's in the position that he's in, like Lakeith is one of the most brilliant actors that we've ever seen.
Pointing a gun, man, on camera is just, even America, man. America just scares me because everybody out there can just carry straps, man. That's just mad. I know over here we got the swords. Which is also like mad, but the strap thing is just too far. Like everyone out, you can go to like their version of Tesco. You can go to their version of Tesco or Sainsbury's and just buy a gun and just go around shooting people. It's mad. Like they say, you gotta get what's it called, a license. Like it's a driving license, like it's DVLA, doing your theory test and all that. That's all mad. That's mad. But yeah, no. He's moving mad because I knew him as an actor, but I ain't seen him in a film since this situation, supposedly. I haven't seen him since Get Out, so it makes sense. He was in another thing. What was he in? He was in like the Black Panther. The Black Panther film. Not the Black Panther with Marvel. There was another one. It was like some Black Panther, Black history film, man.
At least I think so.
Though.
I think Lakeith is a brilliant actor. You know, I know a lot of people just know him from Atlanta, but you know, I've seen him in things like Sorry to Bother You, and I've seen him in things, you know, like of course, you know, the Fred Hampton movie stuff. But he's like a very, very talented actor, and you know, somebody like that who, you know, sky is the limit for in Hollywood. You know, it was just kind of like disturbing to see that brother doing that, because something like that could cost him a lot.
Speaking on rappers who received
I want to see Joe Budden's one
feared
first,
Donkey of the Day,
because I didn't know Joe Budden was a rapper. See, I'm learning bare shit today. All I see is Joe Budden on this podcast when I'm on Academics Instagram, and he's just chatting shit about everyone. But I didn't know he was a rapper. So
award for a rapping mishap, Joe Budden no to the battle rap realm against renowned Hollow the Dawn for the special Total Slaughter event. Fans wondered if this was really the arena where his skills would flourish. And unfortunately, their fears would be confirmed when he started spitting.
You don't know none of his, you at a clear disadvantage. How the f you gonna win? That's when I grab my chin with a grin right there. Let's begin right there. That's the win right there. I mean, you brought this to fruition. You do that bait out there.
I hate when people, like I said, what did I say 2 minutes ago? I said the rapping thing ain't for everybody. Not everyone needs to rap. Not everyone needs to learn how to rap. Not everybody needs to make music. I can't stand when people rap like this, bro. I don't like when people who try to rap like that. Like they always have to sound so philosophical, so conscious, so sophisticated. So they try to do the punchlines, the rhyming, the extremely long, dragged out. This is why I like Lil Baby. This is why I like Gunna. This is why I like Future. This is why I like Meek Mill. This is why I like Drake, because it's just flows. It's just simple. It's just straight. They got the voice for it. It's none of this, I'm a monster, hippopotamus. They catch me lacking. I had to shoot them with the strap. Now they lacking. Pull up with the clacking. What's happening? You know what I mean? It's none of that rubbish. Gibberish. I just want to hear normal rapping.
Trying to fish. Well, be careful what you motherfucking wish, because it's backwards where we going.
When they see them make a real mess of a freestyle attempt or just can't conjure up any rhymes at all. During Kanye's incredibly heated trip to Sway in the morning, where he famously told the radio host that he didn't have the answers.
You ain't got the answers, Sway.
You ain't got the answers, Sway.
To be fair, I've never seen the original clip for this. I've never seen the original clip, so I don't know what, like I always see the clip of this, but I've never seen the original thing, like the context behind this. Why did this start? I'm assuming it's from a freestyle, so let's see.
I've been doing this more than you.
Kanye was also put on the spot and asked to spit some rhymes over 9 Inch Nails' Closer. To begin with, he seemed confused.
What you talking about, man?
And just put it in rap form?
Yeah, talk about what you talking about. Talk about them names, these corporations, this marginalization.
But it didn't get any better from there when he actually started rhyming.
I can make shit rhyme if I'm feel like, even if I don't. So I just might not, cause I don't want to. And I'm just gonna freestyle for the first time with a freestyle that don't even.
But Kanye wasn't really a rapper though, so this don't make sense.
No rhymes.
You can't expect Kanye West to come on here and do a mad freestyle. He's not really a rapper. He's a musician. It's different.
But Ye isn't the only goated artist to fail to live up to expectations from time to time. An artist who is often praised for going off the dome. We all know by now that
I think he's shit. I have to be honest. I think Lil Wayne is one of the worst rappers I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. He has, listen, Lil Wayne has about 5, 6, 7 bangers which I put on the car, and it's like, ugh! He's got bangers. Like I'm telling you, Lil Wayne has got bangers. I'm not lying. He's got a milli. He's got 6 foot, 7 foot. He's got bangers that I can put on. But other than that, I think people talk about this guy like he's one of the GOATs. No, he's not. NBA Youngboy is better than Lil Wayne. Lil Baby's better than Lil Wayne. Gunna's better than Lil Wayne. Meek Mill's better than Lil Wayne. Drake's better than Lil Wayne. Huncho is better than Lil Wayne. Like, there's a lot of rappers that are better than Lil Wayne. We need to stop. He's like in the same bracket for me as like the Kendrick Lamars, the Eminems. You know, people talk about them like they have GOAT status when realistically their music is next. Like, let's just keep it 100. We're not going into our car saying put on that Lil Wayne. You're not going into your car saying put on that Kendrick. You're not going into your car saying play Eminem. I'm sick of tired of trying to act like these men are one of the best to ever do it. They're not. Let's stop lying. Let's stop the cap.
He is among the most accomplished artists to ever grace the mic. But like they say, every dog has its day. And a prime example of this is when he headed to Westwood's studio and left everyone dumbfounded for all the wrong reasons. After initially being presented with the idea of freestyling, Weezy asked to cut the beat.
I don't even know how to rap. They want me to spit. You ain't no other question after that? I just supposed to start spitting? I mean, like, you alright, nah, I don't even want no music. I don't want no music. You gotta hear what I'm saying. All those other things, it's just be, you know what I mean, distractions. What to say to you?
But even when he went a cappella, things didn't get any better.
Okay, welcome to the Carter, little shop of horror. Bloody like a period, after the aura. Doctor, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, yeah. Not Georgetown, but I'm a uptown Hoya. Like Malloy, no lawyers. I got that work, come be my employer. Freestyle.
Trash, man. Trash. Listen, how much minutes? We got left 6 minutes. Yeah, I can't just talk the rest of this video, I'll be honest. But that was some of the most embarrassing freestyles that rap's seen. Some of them weren't that bad. Some of them were terrible, atrocious, but some of them weren't that bad. Like this Lil Wayne one, he's clearly had a bit of lead. He's clearly popped something because you can tell by the slurred voice and all that. He's not functional, so I can tell why it's dead. I've heard Lil Wayne freestyle. He can freestyle on some songs. Like he's been on, like I said, I know I said Lil Wayne's one of the worst rappers I've heard in my entire life. I was dragging it. That's me. I was stretching it. He has bangers, like even on Let It All Work Out, Mona Lisa.